All right, in example 3D, we have an expression with three different base 3 logarithms, and we're trying to combine this whole thing into one log base 3. Okay, so this is the condensing process again. If you scroll to the top and read the directions are going to read, write each expression as a single logarithm. Okay, all right, so here we've got 21 times log base 3 of the cubed root of x plus log base 3 of 9x squared minus log base 3 of 8. Okay, so again, we have three different logarithms. They're all base 3, so we are going to try to condense them or combine them into one base 3 logarithm. Okay, the condensing process starts by looking for numbers in front of the logarithms and then moving them up as powers of the quantities you're taking the logarithm of. Okay, so right here, the only number I really have in front is 21. And then for this logarithm, I have a 1 in front, and then here I have a 1 in front. So I'm going to have to move up the 21 first. However, when you look at this logarithm, I see a cubed root involved. So before I move the 21 up as an exponent, I'm going to go ahead and take this cubed root and rewrite it as a power. Okay, so this is going to be 21 times log base 3. If you're taking the cubed root of x, that's the same thing as taking x and raising it to the 1/3 power. Okay, and then the other two logarithms, I'm not going to change at all right now. So I'm just going to rewrite them. Remember, don't try to do all of this at once. Okay, really seriously, you will probably make a mistake. Okay, all right, so now that I've rewritten this, the cubed root of x is x to the 1/3 power. Now it's going to be easier to kind of deal with this 21. I have a number times a logarithm raised to a power, so this 21 can come up here and become the exponent on the x to the 1/3. Okay, so this is going to be the log base 3 of x to the 1/3, okay, raised to the 21st power. So it's going to look like that. Okay, and then again, I'm going to leave the other two logarithms alone for now. All right, so all the numbers that were in front of the logarithms have been moved up as exponents, so we can start combining. Okay, remember when you look at this, we've got addition and subtraction. Order of operations says you need to do addition and subtraction from left to right. So we're going to start by combining these two guys. Okay, so I'm not going to do anything with the last logarithm here. Okay, so I'm just going to leave it there for now, and then we'll get it in the next step. Okay, all right. The result of combining the first two logarithms, I will go ahead and write in red. Okay, so what we've got here is we've got log base 3 of x to the 1/3 raised to the 21st power plus log base 3 of 9x squared. Okay, when we're adding two base 3 logarithms, so we're going to combine them into one, and remember, addition turns into multiplication. Okay, so this is going to become log base 3 of x to the 1/3 raised to the 21st power times the other quantity, 9x squared. Okay, so that's what this turns into. We took the logarithm of the first thing times the second thing. Okay, you just multiply the yellow quantity and the blue quantities together when you're combining them into one logarithm. Okay, before we go on and combine the remaining two logarithms, I'm going to simplify what's in parentheses here. We've got log base 3 of, okay, here we go. When I look at this, the stuff that I'm highlighting in green, I've got x to the 1/3. That's a power raised to a power. X to the 1/3 raised to the 21st power. When you have a power raised to a power, remember your rule of exponents. You would multiply the exponents. 1/3 times 21 is 7. Okay, you can go out here and do it. 1/3 times 21 over 1, that's going to be 21 over 3, that's 7. Okay, so this whole thing in green is going to turn into x to the 7th times 9x squared. Okay, And then I haven't done anything with this other logarithm, so leave it alone. And then I can keep combining the stuff in parentheses here. This is going to be log base 3, okay? I've got the 9, okay, so I multiplied the numbers together, that's just a 9. Then x to the 7th times x squared, okay? So remember, if you have x to the 7th times x squared, the basically you've got a power of x times a power of x. The exponents are not side by side, so this is the case when you're going to add the exponents. So, and if you forget, you can write it out. It's x multiplied by itself 7 times 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 times x multiplied by itself twice, so it's going to be a total of x multiplied by itself 9 times. Okay, so this whole red quantity turns into log base 3 of x to the 9th. Okay, then we have minus log base 3 of 8. Okay, we can combine these guys into one logarithm because they're both log base 3. Okay, so we will go ahead and do that. We're going to combine it into one base 3 logarithm, and we're subtracting them. Okay, so subtraction will turn into division. Okay, so it's going to be the numerator is going to be the first thing, so the 9x cubed, and then the denominator is going to be the second thing, so over 8. Okay, and we are done. Okay, this is the answer. We have taken the 3 logarithms of base 3, and we've combined them into a single base 3 logarithm.